take a look at this.
Yeah, you got plenty of pressure there. You can see a steady stream here, but it looks like there's so much pressure behind this aerator, which also has a flow restrictor in it, it's shooting out through the sides. Anytime there's high water pressure, we worry about valves and appliances. They're really not designed for super high water pressure. We also hear a complaint about water hammer, those pipes banging.
Yeah, we have plenty of banging. When we turn the water off, you can hear a good thump that goes all through the house.
Right.
And to top that off, we've had garden hoses blow off the silcock outside.
Just explode.
Just explode.
I would say you do have high pressure. Why don't we run to the basement and see what you've got coming into the building?
Definitely, that sounds good.
All right, Will, let's see what you got here. Here is your main water supply to the building coming right in here. This is the most important valve in the entire building. This is the main shutoff valve. It's a ball valve, which I like very much. And to shut it off, you turn this handle perpendicular to the pipe. And you open it, you put it in line with the pipe. Next is this. This clamp is the ground, the electrical ground. Any electrical system needs to have a proper ground, so they tie onto here and use that metal pipe as the ground. This is the water meter. This is what reads how much water you used inside the building. I'm glad to see this is the remote reader, so they don't have to come inside your building to read it. Now, to find out how much pressure you have, I have to install this, a pressure gauge. Now, this can be installed on the outside faucet outside, but there's a drawer off here, so we're very lucky I can do it right here. Now, any house would love to see about 50 pounds of pressure. And look at that. You got what? You got double that. You got about 118 pounds of pressure. I would say you do have high pressure.
Definitely.
So the only thing we can do is to install a pressure reducing valve. Let me go get one and show you. So here's your pressure reducing valve. It's going to take the 118 pounds coming in from the street right here and adjust it down to about 50 pounds on this side. There's an adjusting screw right here that we can set for any pressure we want on the downstream side. Now I brought a cutaway to help understand what's going on inside. Here's that adjusting screw, and underneath this cap is a spring. So we're going to set that spring for about 50 pounds of tension. What it's controlling is this piston. It has a little diaphragm right here. And now you'll have the 118 on this side, and the spring is going to be holding it so it opens and closes to deliver 50 pounds of pressure on the downstream side. It'll spend its whole life going up and down, doing whatever it has to do to always guarantee 50 pounds on this side. All right, so let's get this thing installed.
Sounds good.
All right, well, so here is our pressure reducing valve, and I've installed a pressure gauge on the inlet side and another pressure gauge on the outlet side. So now we can see what's going on pressure-wise on both sides of the valve. I'd like to install it right here. So I just want to mark the pipe right there and right there. Now before I cut it, I need to shut the water off, hold it up upstairs, and now I just need to drain the water out of that pipe. Good. Now we need to solder these two connections right here. Before I do, I've removed the two pressure gauges, and there's a couple of O-rings up inside the valve that I want to be sure I remove just while I solder so I don't damage them. Once I've made this up, I can flux the connections, and we're ready to go. A little flux on the pipe too. Now we just fit the connection together. There's one. Pipe's cooled, I can reinstall my gauge. I've already reinstalled the O-rings down here on the valve. I want to tighten that up with an open end wrench. And once we do that, it's time to turn the water on. Good. Now I'm going to start by opening this valve. And now the main water supply right here. All right, so what do we got? Got about 110 pounds right here.
And that comes from the city, right?
Right. That's the city supply. It goes through our pressure reducing valve, and look at this. or about 50 pounds on this side. Now if it was too high, I could have turned this counterclockwise. It would have made it a little bit lower. If I want to increase it, I could have turned it clockwise. But 50 is perfect for a house like you.
Hey Richard, that's great. You really helped us solve our problem.
That's what we do.